coaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we get a Thursday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. Thursday Night Primetime is underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. A throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Number 88, Dallas Goddard. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
the red zone now. The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook. Wide open.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Hold on a sec. We've got Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Herbert throwing right away. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. They send it in the hands of Will Dissly. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strip. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Herbert He's going to loft one deep to the left. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Ray Blankenship. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. That's the end of 1. 3 more to go here on Thursday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. From the 19. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Chargers get their offense set for their second drive. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's second and 11. Going with a screen to Hampton. Jukes one defender. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun give to Hampton. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Back to Hampton. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers with first and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That throw finds Coughlin. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. From the 39. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out of the 7. Wow, great kick. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And this close to their end zone, they have got to be careful, but still enough time that they could mount something of a drive here before the half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. He takes it himself.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Incomplete left side. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now it's third down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's running for it. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. And a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. On the counter, it's Hampton. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Herbert from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Johnson finds the football, complete. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He was taken down.
Well, that safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up, and he loves to dish out a big hit.
At the 35-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing now, Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10
Move
at
the chains!
36-yard line.
Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
38-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Again, it's Hampton. Escapes a defender. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's brought down by Mac McWilliams. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air this time, Herbert. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chargers will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Herbert on first down. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Philadelphia, settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They go to Barkley again. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
And look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 1st down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. They get 4 of those penalty yards back. Still behind the sticks, though. 2nd and 11. That brings us to the end of 3 on Thursday Night Primetime. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts looking to throw. Smith snags it over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. That's complete to Johnston. Outright. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. This pass caught by Allen. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On the quick slant, it's Johnson. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Trying to push this past the marker. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
You know, the appeal of that call, Kate, is an element of surprise. You're not expecting to go receiver run on 4th down. If it's not set up properly, though, even the surprise isn't enough for one of the best athletes on the team to pick up the 1st down.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
It's an option right that begins this drive. Give him about 3 on that 1st down carry.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Motion man left is Brown. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And all they can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw it. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, so he busts those tackles.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Eagles going for the win here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. A very short kick here from the right hash. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Barkley. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion Brown right. It's Barkley again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Takes out a one-stop. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure It can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
A 3-yard
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.